Hello, 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 everyone. We're back. Just thought I would share. Hello, thank you for joining. Just thought I'd share a little bit of snow and a little bit of my birthday music. Just jamming out to our new radio station. Praise God. Our new R&B radio station. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Yes, so this is my birthday snow. Enjoying looking at it and not actually having to go out in it. What a blessing. And then just listening to some music, to this good old school R&B. So those of you that are in warm weather states and have always wanted to experience snow, well, here you go. Here it is. It's been coming down for a couple of hours now. I expect it to continue for another couple of hours. And yeah, that part. So school's been closed. Hey, thank you for joining. School's been closed schools were closed today, and schools will be closed again tomorrow. And so, yeah. So that's what we're dealing with here in the lovely Northeast. And it's still coming down at a good clip. Not sure if you can see it actually coming down, but it's still coming. It's still coming. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I am so grateful to be blessed with another year. And yeah, definitely better than the alternative. Hey, Axel Rose 0783, thanks for joining. Yep, so that is our snow. Lovely that we're dealing with. Like I said, grateful that, being an entrepreneur has its ups and downs, but absolutely grateful that I do not have to brave the elements and actually dig out and go. Oh, you have a lot of snow there in Ohio too? Okay. Yeah. How much have you gotten, or are you getting? We're supposed to get about 14 inches here. At least in this area. Some of the other areas are supposed to get a little bit more, from what I understand, about 18 inches. So, yeah, that part. Yes. Yeah, not one of my top 10 favorite activities. Definitely looking at getting up out, but for now it is what it is. And like I said, knew the job was dangerous when I took it. Well, I was actually born here, so I didn't have a choice in that particular matter. But yeah, as an adult, yeah, we're definitely looking at making some changes. So, yeah. Hey, Rachel, thank you for joining. You have 8 to 12? Okay, yeah. And is it still snowing, or has it stopped? Yeah, Rochelle, I'm just showing my lovely snow here. That's still coming down. And playing a little bit of music, just jamming on my birthday. Off and on, okay, yeah. Yeah, supposed to stop, I guess, a little bit later this evening, and then it's supposed to go back to flurries off and on. But yeah, supposed to total about 14 inches by the time it's all said and done. So, yeah, that part. And actually, exactly, it's not birthday weather, but like I said, so that just gives me an excuse to extend the celebrations throughout the entire month, since my actual birthday got snowed out. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, as long as I don't have to go out in it, I am good. And of course, I'm not sure whether or not you know, but today is also National Pizza Day. So had I planned appropriately, I should have had a pizza delivered while anticipating this lovely weather. So at least I would have been able to enjoy National Pizza Day on my birthday in snow. So, but anyway, at any rate, that's what it is, and that's what it looks like. I tried to turn it around, but you couldn't really see the snow from the other way. So enjoy. And actually, okay, I'm not sure if you can see the sidewalk or not right in front of the these little bushes, but the plow actually came down. There's a little short plow or a little narrow plow that actually came down the sidewalk and cleared out the sidewalk, and obviously didn't really do anything because it's built up again. So they might as well just have waited, I guess, until it was all said and done. But anyway, so I guess now it's not so bad if they have to come back and do another pass and clear that out again. So, but yeah, I am in Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. So, really big cat. All right. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So, and the other thing is, really can't complain too much, even though yes, I complain. I complain about the snow. However, I really can't complain too much because this is really the first major storm that we've had this winter. It snowed a couple of times. We got maybe an inch and a half the last 2 times it snowed, and then it warmed right up, so it melted the snow pretty quickly. So this is the first significant snow that we've gotten for this winter season, so I really can't complain too much. And again, grateful that I'm an entrepreneur and really don't have to brave those elements on a regular. So, like I said, can't complain too much. God is good. I'm appreciative for another year. Appreciative I'm able to actually see the snow, feel the cold. So, yeah. So yeah, I'll let those that actually need to venture out do their thing. And but I mean, like I said, a couple of celebrations had to get postponed. My son, my baby boy, was actually going to take me out to breakfast, and so we've had to postpone that. And so it's a blessing when your children get to a point and come of an age when they can do for you. And so I just thought that was, you coming from Istanbul? Thank you for joining. When your children can do for you. So I'm grateful for that as well. So he's off and on his own. And so, yeah, came back or, going to take mom out for her birthday. So that's a wonderful thing. All right, folks. Well, I'm not going to keep you. Like I said, just playing my tunes here. And, there's a plow. He's getting ready to do some more plowing. Oh, Pats fan from Cali. Yes. Diehard Pats fan from Cali. Yes, we did it. Ring number 5. We're going after number 6. Absolutely. Yes. What is my business? I assist small business owners with developing sponsorships and finding, taking the products and services that they have and obtaining sponsors for the various business activities that they have throughout the year, generating those relationships, developing them, keeping them going, actually showing small business owners that they can obtain sponsorships and putting those different things together. It's funny. Actually, when I was on just a little while ago, I was talking about the pizza. Now, had I been proactive in obtaining a sponsorship for pizza, I could have had a pizza delivered for my birthday again, wouldn't have had to go anywhere, and then would have shouted out the pizza delivery folks, again, getting them additional business. Not that they necessarily want to be out in the snow, but again, if other folks aren't going out, then that may end up generating more business for them. It is National Pizza Day, absolutely, and it's my birthday. So yes, so we get a twofer, definitely. So and pizza just happens to be one of my favorite foods, which is interesting as well. So yeah, it's that's a good thing. So yeah. Check us out. We have a sponsorship circle where we have a community of small business owners, of those looking to get into sponsorship and obtain sponsors. So you can find us at bit.ly/sponsor circle. Thank you so very much, CC1. I appreciate that. So yeah. so that's just kind of what it's looking like out here. And again, one of the things that I really do like about what I do is helping those business owners just put things together. Hey, night crawlers, thanks for joining. That's interesting. Putting together different sponsorship campaigns and helping them see how different companies can. Oh, it's raining in the Bay Area. I'm sorry. So yeah, at least it's not snow, but yeah, rain, just, all that precipitation, and just showing folks how different, hey, hi there, Shannon, thanks for joining, how different components of their business can be sponsored and how to put those together with what sponsors have available. That's it. Doing that strategy, helping them with that strategy to figure out what it is that they have and what sponsors need and are looking for and could use their particular product or service in terms of sponsorship. So yeah, that's an interesting part of it as well. So, like I said, just here jamming out to a couple of tunes. Our new radio station here in the Boston area. All right, hey, if you need some help, Shannon, I'm here. Come on, and we'll see what we can put together. But here, just jamming out to some tunes on my birthday and for your event in October. Excellent. Good stuff. So we're just looking at some snow. Thank you so very much for the hearts. I appreciate it. For those of you that may just be joining, Jacqueline J. Smith here, Ask Sponsor Lady J, assisting a small business sponsorship strategist and specialist. Thank you so much, Shannon. I appreciate it. And assisting you in, obtaining sponsors. Small businesses can be sponsored just as well as large businesses. And in some cases, it's even easier for smaller businesses to be sponsored, but that's definitely something that we can talk about and get into. And like I said, definitely like the strategy, talking to small business owners and finding out what it is that they do. So yes, woohoo, finding out what it is that they do. So we can strategize on how to go about getting those sponsors. What are maybe the most appropriate types of sponsors to go after? But then thinking, and thinking out of the box is such a cliche term. Yes, OPM, other people's money. It's such a cliche term, but just thinking more broadly than what's right in front of your face. So, just taking whatever that business happens to be and, thinking about what other types of what other types of sponsorships could potentially be generated and what types of activities you're looking to hold or what types of activities you're doing for your business that a potential sponsor might very well find value in. So, that's one of the other exciting parts about what it is I do. Oh, thank you for those balloons. Not sure who's sending the balloons, but thank you so very much for that. Those are beautiful. Thank you for the hearts. Shot Informia. Sorry if I jacked that up too terribly, but I thank you so very much for the hearts and thank you for joining. And absolutely, if you find value in what it is that I have, you can go over and shoot in my bio and check out the links that are there and available. You can find us across all manner of social media, Facebook Live, yeah, I was on Facebook Live earlier today. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, what's the other one? Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Periscope, which I'm on now, obviously. So yeah, we're out there. We're all over the place. So definitely. And then Sponsorship Circle, again, a community of small business owners, also looking for sponsorships and obtaining sponsorships. And that's the other thing. At least in some respects, it's not always necessarily about obtaining the sponsorships, but if you are sponsored or if you sponsor another business, that's another way of marketing, of getting your brand out there, of getting your marketing message out there. So sponsorship just encompasses so much. And you know what? It's interesting. Had a webinar last Saturday and had quite a few people attend. And I actually received some feedback on the webinar, and most of the feedback had to do with, people being afraid that their business would not be able to be sponsored because they were a small business, or the type of business that they have wouldn't be able to be sponsored, or not knowing how to ask, not knowing where to begin, not knowing how to ask, who to ask, those types of things. So yeah, I just enjoy being able to provide that information and that education, and just seeing people be able to, or small business owners be able to grow their businesses and obtain funding that doesn't have to come out of their own pocket. That's the main thing. If you can get someone else to fund it, why not? So that you're not using your profits, and when you do a good job and do what it is that your sponsorship agreement calls for, ink those multi-year deals, then, you're in like Flynn. Hey, Skin Pappy, thanks for joining. Yep, absolutely. So like I said, definitely something to talk about. And I in no way, intend to, throw shade, if you will, on any other, because there are so many people out there, or so many, coaches out there that teach on, sponsorships and things of that nature. But I think my specialty more so has to do with the small business owner and obtaining those sponsors. Because I think a lot of people more so look at large corporations in terms of sponsorship. Now, that's definitely something we will grow into, but I think especially, just like I mentioned a little while ago, that fear factor for the small business owner, starting off in a certain area and then being able to grow into that, in order to, get that comfort level, get those, get one sponsor, get one sponsorship down, and, then, go off to the races and start flying. But I think that's, that has part of it. That's part of what it has to do with as well. Folks having that fear factor, and, just being able to identify what it is that they have, what a potential sponsor is looking for, what they could give to a potential sponsor, and things of that nature. So yeah, it's an exciting time. And again, I'm sorry if I said this many times before, but I can do this in my house and not have to deal with the snow. I can talk to my clients all over the world and not have to venture out into that white stuff out there. So, hey, McFlurry69. McFlurry. Does McDonald's still have those McFlurries? I used to love those. So, anyway, here we are. So, yeah, just sitting here, rocking, jamming this afternoon. And, our new radio station that we used to have a radio station that, believe it or not, went off when the sun went down. So it was only on from like 6 or 7 in the morning until like 6 or 7 at night. So we've just recently gotten another radio station that's actually on 24/7. So I am like so excited, and use it for my afternoon break when I take my break in the morning, in the afternoon, and just listen, and then listen in the evening. And then every now and again, I'll have it on in the background. I'll take the speaker and put it in the other room just so that there's noise, so it's not completely quiet, because that can get kind of unnerving as well a little bit, just being here by myself. But sometimes I like working in the quiet, and then other times I need some noise. So it's kind of it varies. It varies. Depends upon the day. But today, it's my birthday, so I'm taking the tunes. I'm taking the music, and I am jamming to it. R&B, old school. I love it. I love it. So, yes. Yes. Thank you. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'm not going to be before you too much longer. I just, again, those of you that, may not have experienced snow, or maybe look, it was snowing in England too. Is it really? It's Andre 98. Oh my gracious. I hope you're not getting too, it's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to get about 14 inches. Yep, before it's all said and done. It's been snowing for a couple hours now. Thank you so much, my bogey. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, you want the snow? Take it all. I tell you the truth. Oh, do you love snow? Oh my goodness. Like I said, I love snow when, again, I don't have to go out in it and deal with it. But, if you have things to do and, the shoveling and cleaning off the car, yeah, not my idea of fun. So, yeah. So that's where we are. But I thank you all so very much for joining me this afternoon. You excited when you have to go to college? Okay. And you had the snow? Even when you have to go out and it excites you? Okay. Yeah, bundling up. Oh my goodness. I tend to stay cold, unfortunately. So then it just takes that much longer to warm up. You think you were 10. Hey, that's a wonderful thing. Keep that childlike quality going. Do you make snow angels? Do you go out and make snow angels or no? But yeah, that bundling up and trying to keep warm is a challenge for me. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Yeah, do those snow angels. So, but I thank you all so very much for joining. The snow is the real MVP. Okay. All right. If you say so. And like I said, now that would be interesting. Now, see, if it just snowed on the roofs or just snowed on the trees when it's real, especially like those pine trees and those really sturdy trees, so that, and didn't get on the ground, completely different story. Absolutely. I could watch that all day. That's gorgeous. Like one of those Norman Rockwell paintings or Thomas Kincaid paintings or something of that nature. But see, like it's on the ground right now. The plow has been by a couple of times and it doesn't look like they touched it at all. The ground is still covered in snow. You look out the window to see what is. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. No problem. Go handle your business. Absolutely. So, excuse me. Thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. Those of you that may just be joining or wherever you are in the world, I apologize because I know I've got some folks from England and a couple of other places, but I thank you so very much for joining. This is Jacqueline J. Smith, Ask Sponsor Lady J, your small business sponsorship strategist and specialist. So, hey, Dennis Ortiz, thank you so much for joining. Just a little bit of snow, Dennis, here in Massachusetts, just letting Sergey 1989. First day on Periscope. Welcome. Just a little bit of snow here in Massachusetts. Jeff the Blue Devil, come on in. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so just you're desperate to go to America. Okay, well, come on and enjoy. And we'll see. Colorado has like I said, it is gorgeous when you don't have to go out in it. The plows have been down the street a couple of times. Yeah, not the hood. The plows have been down the street a couple of times. It doesn't look like they've touched anything, but yeah, it's gorgeous when it's just on the roofs and on the trees and don't have to venture out, but. So, thank you. So, like I said, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Just wanted to give you a little taste of our New England weather here. And, yeah. So again, those of you that are looking to get into sponsorships, obtain sponsorships, have a community of other small business owners, with regard to sponsors. Yes, automatic cars. Absolutely. Yeah, those manual shift. Yeah, I'm not crazy about those at all. So we've got Sponsorship Circle. You can go to bit.ly/sponsor circle and join us there. And find the other links in my bio. Social. Oh, really? Oh, so really with the manual transmissions, huh? Not too many automatics. Okay, kind of have to do that on the low, and not let folks see how you're driving. So, all right. Thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you just being here and hanging out with me for a few minutes. And remember, God did not wake you up this morning to be mediocre. You can't drive if you drive it automatic. What? Oh my goodness. Is that some kind of law or something? How awful is that? Can't drive. Getting driven around may not be bad. No, people say you can't drive if you can't drive a manual. I gotcha. All right. So yeah. So I'll just hang out for a few minutes. There's someone out there shoveling. Hey, cousin, how are you, Robin? Thank you so much for joining. There's someone out there shoveling. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what he's shoveling for. Shovel, I'll get a little bit out of it, but then he's only going to have to come back and shovel again. You feel? And it's Andre 98. Yeah. Yes, snow on my birthday, cousin Robin. It is. Yeah. So I'm not particularly happy. Yes, Andre 98. I have, but I get folks want to hang out and look at the snow. I'll hang out and look at the snow and listen to some tunes. Thank you so much, cousin Robin. I appreciate it. Did the music go off? It goes off every now and then. No interaction. I love it. No, it's fine. Thank you so very much for the hearts as well. I appreciate that. And the snowmen, the hearts and the balloons. How beautiful is that? No, I appreciate the interaction. That's fine. I just didn't want to just sit here with no, you are bringing the banter, definitely. I just didn't want to sit here and, have a completely, voiceless, I guess, scope it. Oh, see, there's another plow, and just not say anything. But if you just want to hang out and watch the snow, absolutely, I will leave it on. That is not a problem. Oh, you can talk for hours? Oh, well, bring it. Come on now. We can do this. You never run out of words. Okay. So there's actually someone's getting ready to pass. They're trudging along in the snow, and there's a guy. Actually, a couple of people up the street shoveling. So they're shoveling now. They're only going to have to come back out and shovel again. So, it is what it is. And you've said talking about the snow and automatic cars for 10 minutes. This is true. This is absolutely true. We have, yes. And we can talk about them some more. Yeah, pretty much we, you know what, do they, I'm sure they do make manual transmission vehicles, but really haven't seen any, and mostly I think trucks, that's mostly for trucks. Although they have a lot of automatic trucks as well, but yeah. I learned how to drive manual a while ago. Other files consider you part of entertainment. Sure. What did I get for my birthday besides snow? Well, actually nothing yet, because my son moved out, so he was supposed to take me to breakfast. We were going to go out to breakfast this morning, and he was going to give me my gift, but it started snowing, and he goes to school. School got canceled, and it's just a mess out there. So I was like, you know what? Don't stay safe. Don't go out if you don't absolutely have to. We can definitely reschedule for another time. That's not a problem. And then of course we were going to go out to dinner. Me and the mister were going to go out to dinner, but again, it's snowing, and it's like, it's really not that serious. And if the pizza place down the street is open, it's also National Pizza Day. So guess what? I'm good with the pizza until we can go out. So England, if there's an inch of snow, the whole country goes into lockdown. Well, you can't handle it. It's interesting, because my mom actually lives in Virginia, and it's kind of the same thing down there. We lived in, oh, no problem. Come on back. I appreciate it. So yes, National Pizza Day. So when we were living in Virginia, the children were out of school a couple of years ago. They were out of school for about 2 weeks or so, because it snowed, and it really wasn't so much the snow, but then of course the ice came. And in addition to the ice, there are very few plows. So when they did come and plow, they primarily plowed the major streets. They didn't plow the side streets. And so the school buses still couldn't get down the side streets to get the children for school. So, hey, too legit to quit. Hey, I think I got it. All right. Thanks for joining. Oh, okay. No problem. So, so you're having pizza for dinner, cousin Robin? Yeah. If we can't get any here, I still may be a tad upset, because, maybe I'll do that in a little while. See who's actually open, if anyone. I don't know if Pizza Hut will still be open or not. there are a couple other local pizza places. They may be open, or we may just put on the snow boots and walk down the street and see what's going on. See if they're open, even if they don't deliver. So yeah, we'll kind of see, because if you think about it, if people don't really necessarily want to cook, it is National Pizza Day, absolutely. And if I had been thinking, I would have had the pizza delivered earlier, before it actually got back, because really it didn't start. It didn't start snow. What time is it? It didn't start snowing until like 10 o'clock this morning, although I don't even know if the pizza place would have been open. Oh, he's home already. What time is it? Why is it not dark? What time is it?
Almost 4 o'clock.
Oh, you're home early. Okay. Well, too legit to quit. First day on Periscope. Welcome. In Natick. Yep, in Natick. So, and I'm glad I actually got your handle. Interesting. All right, we have to deal with the phonics, but that was good. So, yeah, and still coming down, because actually it's usually dark right about now. I think it's after 5 o'clock. It's usually like dark. Oh, it's not quite 5. It's not quite 5 o'clock. Okay. So, yeah. So you see, why? Oh, interesting. The plow is moving the snow. Looks like in front of someone's driveway, but anyway. I thank you all so much for joining MD Spivak, Marilyn Spivak, MD Spivak. So, yeah. So, yep, National Pizza Day. And, so that's just about it. Oh, you used to live in Arlington, now in San Francisco. Okay. All right. So what's the weather like out there in San Francisco? I think someone else was on earlier and said that it was raining. So, but in general, better weather, because, we're probably about to get up out, because as you can see, this is like not the lick. Raining hard. Oh, so sorry. Yeah. So, but, I guess it's wintertime. What can you do? But still, well, raining hard, but it's not. See, snow, because I was talking to somebody, I don't even remember who it was. Oh, storm-like conditions. Oh, okay. I was talking to somebody, I don't even remember who it was, but it's like, okay, what's worse, snow or rain? It's like snow, depending upon the type of snow it is. Now, if it's light, fluffy snow and you can just kind of get rid of it, that's one thing. But when it's that heavy. Oh, you used to work in Needham. Okay. Yep, right down the street. When it's like that heavy, wet snow that you have to actually, move, and it's hard to move and things of that nature, that makes it, not wonderful. And then driving, and then not, even though this is the Northeast, even though it's Massachusetts and we get snow all the time, everybody still can't drive, unfortunately. So you still have to deal with that issue in those situations. And those folks. So I just prefer to avoid them altogether at all costs and just let them do their own thing. Okay, now these people are coming down and they're not plowing anything. So anyway, excuse me. PP Peter. Okay, thanks for joining. All right, folks. Well, actually, pretty snowmen. They are. Thank you so much for the hearts and the balloons. Those are beautiful. You had ice on the road in Mississippi. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Recently, like now, Robin? You got that going on now? Because, that's not cool. So, but they haven't actually closed the roads or anything? They're still letting folks out? Because actually, they just, not now, a few weeks ago? Okay. Yeah, because they actually closed, there's a travel restriction and parking ban. So depending upon, and this is actually in Boston, so depending upon where you live, you have to, you can't park on the street. So some of the parking garages have, made reduced rates for folks to be able to park in, a covered area so that the plows can get down the streets, because the streets here in Boston are rather narrow. So for the plows to get down, they really definitely need the room. Schools in Chelsea are closed tomorrow. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Chelsea, here in Natick, they're closed tomorrow. Boston's closed tomorrow. Most of the schools in the area closed tomorrow as well. Yep. And we're used to dealing with this, so yeah. And like I said, we're supposed to get about 14 inches or so. And it's still coming down at a good clip. Not sure if you can actually see that from your vantage point, but yeah, it's still coming down. And it's supposed to come down for another couple hours or so. They said, like 2 or 3 inches an hour, something like that. So, yes. So, folks, I thank you so very much for joining. Come again. Click the little Perry guide down at the bottom. Follow me. We'll be back before you with all manner of interesting stuff. Some to deal with sponsorships, some to deal with fun stuff, and and we'll keep it moving. So I'm actually going to get in the kitchen here and figure out what it is we're going to do for dinner, since plans kind of got waylaid or sidetracked, if you will. So, there's someone going down the street with a snow blower. They may still have to do that again in a couple hours too, but at any rate, not exactly sure when it's supposed to stop, but hopefully it'll be sometime soon. So thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. I appreciate you. I appreciate those of you that are watching live. Appreciate those of you that will be watching via replay. And remember, again, God did not wake you up this morning to be mediocre. And as you can see, the sun is going down and it's getting ready to get dark. So thank you so very much. My international folks, thank you for joining from all over the country, all over the world. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Thank you so very much. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.